Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a peek outside that weather window where today a beautiful late September day across north central Washington as we look down here from our Waterville Sky-Fi Tower camera down at Orondo Flats area, of course the Columbia River there at the bottom of your screen and the Cascade foothills. We did see plenty of sunshine today. Temperatures about where they should be for this time of year, mainly into the lower 70s around north central Washington. But as we make our way through this week, let's call it a transitional week as far as weather goes. As we mentioned, beautiful day today. Most of us in the 70s with light winds. Tomorrow, for the most part, won't be all that bad. We will see a little bit of breezy conditions come up in the afternoon here in the Wenatchee Valley. Most of that will be over in the Columbia Basin, also the Waterville Plateau. We will be slightly cooler on Thursday. And then I'll tell you what, folks, Friday, Saturday, and into this weekend on Sunday, big changes as we see a large trough of low pressure drop down the western part of the United States, and that means much cooler temperatures, rain showers, and yes, a chance for snow. And we'll tell you more about that coming up a little bit later on in your weather forecast. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A Grant County man who pointed a handgun at fellow motorists last March received a suspended sentence for that crime. All Eastmont schools will be holding rapid evacuation drills Thursday and Friday of this week. And 8th District Congresswoman Kim Schreier is asking her constituents to share their thoughts on the House of Representatives beginning impeachment proceedings against President Trump. But first, we begin tonight. An East Wenatchee woman is charged with opioid possession after police there allegedly found large supplies of illegal drugs and prescription pills in her purse. 34-year-old Rebecca Grundy was wanted on a domestic violence warrant when police arrested her early Monday near an East Wenatchee convenience store. She was allegedly carrying unprescribed clonazepam, morphine, and hydrocodone, as well as a syringe of heroin. Douglas County prosecutors have charged her with 9 drug offenses, including intent to distribute. A Grant County man who pointed a handgun at fellow motorists last March received a suspended sentence for the crime. 25-year-old Tucker Robert Matheson of Heartline would have been due for a felony trial in Chelan County Superior Court on Tuesday, but last month he pleaded down to a gross misdemeanor charge of aiming a firearm. Washington State Patrol troopers said on March 14th, Matheson passed 2 Wenatchee women on the right shoulder of Highway 2 near Monitor, leaned out of his car, and aimed a .380 caliber handgun at him. He'll serve no jail time, but Judge Roy Four ordered him to give up his firearms and complete an anger management class. Well, all Eastmont schools will be holding rapid evacuation drills this Thursday and Friday. That will include using the district's emergency texting system to let parents know what's going on. Schools will not be told when they'll be given the notice to evacuate, but it'll be between 9 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. on Thursday and 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Friday. As part of the drills, which would be implemented in the event of an active shooter or natural disaster, some students will be loaded onto buses to be taken to nearby churches that would serve as emergency shelters. Meanwhile, 8th District Congresswoman Kim Schreier is asking her constituents to share their thoughts on the House of Representatives beginning impeachment proceedings against President Trump. The Democrat lawmaker says her offices have been getting a lot of calls on the issue since House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announced yesterday the plan to go ahead with impeachment inquiry. The inquiry is based upon a whistleblower complaint alleging wrongdoing by the president in a phone call to the president of Ukraine. Schreier invites constituents to participate in an online survey that asks, given this new information about the president and Ukraine, do you think Congress should begin impeachment proceedings? The Congresswoman in August went on the record as supporting the impeachment inquiry based on Democrats' lingering issues with the Mueller Russian collusion report. Coming up next here on the NCWLIFE Evening News, the 19th Annual Guada Innovator Awards was held at the Wenatchee Convention Center earlier today. We'll tell you who this year's winners are. People interested in learning more about Pinnacles Prep, Wenatchee's proposed charter school, will have a chance to talk with state and local charter school officials this Thursday at a community gathering. And Mission Ridge Ski and Board Resort announced yesterday that it's expanded its night lighting system to include an additional 13 acres of terrain. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating has been serving North Central Washington for 34 years. Arctic provides the finest heating and cooling air quality products for residential and commercial customers, along with prompt and professional customer service. Arctic also offers specialty services like custom sheet metal fabrication of ductwork, coil cleaning, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Arctic is available for emergency calls 24/7. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
Hi, I'm Ricardo, and this is Amanda, and we are from Impact Auto Sales,
where you can expect a hassle-free car buying experience. With our wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, let one of our friendly sales staff help you find the vehicle that fits your lifestyle. We have financing available for all credit types and great low rates for first-time buyers. Call us today at 888-8000 or stop by 3522 State Highway 97A in Wenatchee. Impact Auto Sales, where we strive to make an impact on your life and not your wallet.
At some point, we realized that value and practicality go hand in hand. A time when an unnoticed accumulation of items has become burdensome. These possessions still have value, but now lack usefulness. Donate your unwanted items to Goodwill and become a job creator. Your donations allow Goodwill to provide much-needed training to job seekers in our community, and that's pretty useful for everyone. Be a job creator. Donate. Goodwill. There's more behind the store.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
Welcome back. In another news, the Greater Wenatchee Area Technology Alliance hosted the 19th Annual Innovator of the Year Luncheon event today at the Wenatchee Convention Center. The award luncheon recognizes companies, individuals, students, and teachers for their accomplishments in the field of science, technology, engineering, and math. Today's winners included Innovator of the Year Jeff Soren and Blue Spirits Distilling, Focus Geo won for innovative use of technology in business. The STEM champion winners were Debbie Gallagher and Bob Bauer of Chelan PUD's Rocky Reach Discovery Center. The STEM College Student Innovator Honor went to Amanda Jeffries of Wenatchee Valley College. And the Future Technology Leader Award went to Galactic Farmers from Elmira Cooley Heartline Middle School. In other news, people interested in learning more about Pinnacles Prep, Wenatchee's proposed charter school, will have a chance to talk with state and local charter school officials this Thursday at a community gathering. The meeting from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Wenatchee Community Center at 504 South Chelan is being called Charter Schools 101. Pinnacles Prep, a free public school open to all, hopes to open in the fall of 2021 after getting state approval. The school is envisioned as eventually serving grades 6 through 12, though it plans to start with grades 6 and 7. The Pinnacles Prep Board has already announced that Jill Phineas, a former Wenatchee School District Science Coordinator, will serve as principal of the new school. Mission Ridge Ski and Board Resort announced Tuesday that it's expanded its night lighting system to include an additional 13 acres of terrain. Marketing Director Tony Hickok says the expansion represents a dramatic increase to Mission Ridge's night skiing terrain and offerings, which will include access from chairs 1 and 4, as well as the Pika Peak and 100 laps rope tows. Night ski operations will also increase from 10 Saturday nights up to 32 nights for the 2019-2020 winter season. Night skiing will begin December 26th and run Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights through the end of February from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Hickok says this is the first time since the mid-90s that Mission Ridge will offer night skiing multiple nights a week. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
If you want to work in IT, here's a tip. Employers value IT certifications. 91% say they play a key role in hiring. 72% require them for certain job openings. Improve your odds of getting the job. Enroll in the Computer Networking Systems program at Charter College. In 14 months, you could earn an associate degree and 6 IT certifications. Get started at chartercollege.edu/IT, where we work to get you to work.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, Chelan County Commissioners want to hear your opinions concerning plans to introduce grizzly bears into the North Cascades. NCWLIFE Steve Hare has been following this story and has more.
The commissioners are hosting 2 public comment sessions, starting with an event this evening at the Chelan Senior Center. The National Park Service and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service have completed a draft environmental impact statement in connection with the North Cascades Ecosystem Grizzly Bear Restoration Plan. Now, the plan is now in the public review process. Commissioners are already on the record in opposition to the Fed's proposal. Doug England shared his objections to the plans in a 2018 interview on NCWLIFE.
The park artificially wants to reintroduce or introduce the grizzly bear to the Stehekin and to the Okanagan, which would essentially create a very major hazard to both the cattle and to the tourist industry in that area. Grizzly bears are a magnificent animal, and it's not fair to them to force them into an area where not only aren't they welcome, but they aren't well suited. And they talk about a landscape that's very pristine. It got to be pristine without a grizzly bear there. And to introduce an apex predator makes no sense when Chelan County referred to a great place to live and work and play. That will very severely restrict that ability.
Supporters of the plan, such as Conservation Northwest, have dismissed commissioners' concerns as baseless. Tonight's meeting starts at 6 p.m. and it'll be followed on October 1st with a second public comment session in Wenatchee. That one's scheduled at the Confluence Technology Center. The deadline for submitting written comments is October 24th. Steve Hare, NCWLIFE News.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. And wait until I tell you about the weather late this weekend. Grizzly bears, they might think it's hibernation time, as cold as it's going to be, and with snow flying in parts of the mountain areas around the Pacific Northwest. We'll talk about that in a second. Before we get to those details, let's take a look outside our weather window at a beautiful shot from our Waterville Sky-Fi Tower camera, looking down at Orondo Flats and, of course, the Columbia River. Just a few clouds out there today, but all in all, it was a fantastic day. Winds much less than yesterday, even though yesterday really wasn't that bad, about 10 to 20 miles an hour. Today, less than that, 5 to 15 miles an hour. And another beautiful high temperature today, just like yesterday and just where we're supposed to be for this time of year. 73 degrees unofficially today, and that's exactly our normal high temperature for this time of year. 54 is where we started the day, and that's a little bit above where we should be now. 49 is our normal low temperature. Record high going all the way back to 1962 for this one, 87 degrees, and our record low back in 1972. It was a cold one at 34 degrees at 5.71 inches of precip for the year, and our sunrise this morning was at 6:51. Sun will set tonight at 6:53. Let's take a peek at how our Thursday forecast will shape up. A lot like today, just slightly cooler in some locations, but all in all, almost a carbon copy of today. A few more clouds in the forecast tomorrow as well, and some breezy conditions at times. 75 in Moses Lake, 74 for you folks in Ephrata, 71 in Wenatchee and also in Kashmir. A little bit cooler then as we take a trip up in elevation. Leavenworth and Lake Wenatchee, lower 60s for Lake Wenatchee, upper 60s for Leavenworth, 69 in Chelan, and 67 is all as cold air begins to move into the northern part of the state for you folks in Omak by late tomorrow afternoon. Let's take a look at the surface loop now and begin with tonight. We'll take you through the next 7 days. Partly cloudy tonight. We will see a northwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, and you can see the windier locations up in British Columbia and right here in the north part of the Wenatchee Valley up around Plain and Lake Wenatchee that way. Thursday, that will be the windier spots as well, and all through the Rockies of Montana and just off the northwest coast of Washington State. We'll see a breeze tomorrow, 10 to 20 miles an hour with just partly cloudy skies. And then things really begin to change on Friday. Much cooler, breezy. We'll see a 40% chance of showers by afternoon. And notice some of these snowflakes creeping a little bit closer to us here. The Cascades will see some snow. And look, our situation changes by Saturday. At least a 50% chance of rain. A large area of snow to our east in Montana. We will see it in the Cascades as well. High temperatures only in the lower 50s for Saturday, and not much of an improvement on Sunday. We will be a little bit drier, but not much warmer. Mostly cloudy and chilly. Most of the snow will be off to our east. Some lingering snow flurries here, and that'll be our case on Monday as well, with mostly sunny skies though by Monday, especially in the afternoon. We will remain unseasonably cool as a big trough of low pressure digs well south of us, and that allows a lot of colder air to come down from the north, and that will happen on Tuesday too, although we will see a slight warm up by Tuesday with high temperatures then at least around 60 degrees. Let's take a look now at your quick Lube and Tune 7-day forecast. Let's take a look at this first. 5-day snow totals. I forgot about this. Thank you, Uriah. This is what we're looking at as we move through until Monday or so. 3 to 5 inches in the mountains of Washington State with just a dusting of snow. That's the green areas here in the Wenatchee area. So we will see flakes flying, most of the heavier snow back into the Rockies of Montana, but don't be surprised at all. Saturday, Sunday, and maybe into Monday morning, we might see some of that white stuff flying around. Now let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Tonight, look at that overnight low. Beautiful, 57 degrees overnight tonight. A little different story though as we move into Thursday. Partly cloudy, breezy. 47. The overnight low for Thursday night was 71 our high, and then the cool down begins in earnest on Friday. Increasing clouds and cooler. 63 degrees our high temperature for Friday, 41 the low. And look at these temperatures this weekend. Saturday, it'll be a cold one, 50% chance of rain, 53 for our high and 37 for our low. Same goes for Sunday. Cold, a slight chance for rain and 53. And then a slow warm up begins on Monday, mostly sunny and 55 Monday, warming up to 60 with sunny skies on Tuesday. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Some jobs are a calling. They take passion and a devotion to the community. They're here for your kids, guiding the next generation of leaders. At Gisa Credit Union, we help you support local teachers. Every purchase you make with a Gisa Local Heroes Affinity debit card, we make a donation to select teacher organizations. After all, we can never repay them, but we can do our best to help a little with the Gisa Teachers Affinity debit card.
one dealership in Wenatchee has Motor Trend's SUV of the Year and Truck of the Year. That's right, Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram has the all-new Jeep Wrangler and the all-new Ram 1500 pickup. Or get the best of both worlds in the new Jeep Gladiator. Visit Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram today for more information on these award winners and see why there's no reason to leave town to buy your next vehicle.
With 15,000 square feet to explore, you'll find something special at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. For the do-it-yourselfers and those with a keen eye for making something old, fresh and new again, the Antique Mall at Cashmere is the place to come find your next project. From the coin enthusiasts to avid collectors, Antique Mall at Cashmere has treasures in every corner. Come find your treasure today. Antique Mall at Cashmere's friendly staff is here to help. Stop on by today.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Wednesday to you. The Eastmont Wildcats made a first-half goal by Jaden Brown hold up in a 1-0 win over Wenatchee last night at Leiboftel Field of the Apple Bowl. Megan Chandler got a lead pass that she chipped over to Brown for what proved to be the game winner. Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wiesen had the play-by-play right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Brown, deep ball. She is onside. Yes, it's Chandler. Chandler tries to shake one off, goes for the second one, gets that left foot ready, instead it's a shot, go, 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 for the Eastmont Wildcats, 24 minutes, 48 seconds. It looks like Jaden Brown with that shot. My wife,
yeah, I believe so. Yeah, just that quick little drop off to Jaden from Megan that through Naya, she lost the shooting foot, I believe, and it skipped underneath her hands. That was a great shot.
Left foot across. Far post. Oh, what a shot. What a great shot. Nobody could connect, and that was, in my opinion, the closest opportunity, the closest goal scoring opportunity for Wenatchee in this entire game.
That was a great looking ball across the middle, really dangerous. Cora, I believe, colliding in the back post with that and getting shaken up a little bit there.
Smith, nice shot, punched away. It's still in the middle of everything. And then the referee blows his whistle saying you cannot charge the goalkeeper inside the 6. It will be a free kick for Eastmont. Top of the box, cleared away by Tess Sparks. A big counter this time. There's Megan Chandler and Brown. Chandler and Brown is Chandler and the goalkeeper. Chandler. Viena goes wide. Unbelievable job. Unbelievable job by Miss Hughes on that one, Matt Wiesen.
Yeah, great job staying up, holding her ground, waiting for that ball just to be tapped out in front and timing that tackle just perfectly there.
Fry. And there's the whistle that calls this game a done deal, with Eastmont taking this one by a score of 1-0.
Hey, how does it feel to come across the bridge and take this one home?
I personally feel like it is amazing because I want to say this is the first time, and I have no idea how many years that we've actually came out with the W of the game, yes, the win. I don't know, it just feels unreal, I guess, kind of. And I'm very proud of my team.
We've worked really hard since, like, at least my and her freshman year to always beat Wenatchee, and each year it's gotten closer and closer. And it just feels like an overcome to, like, be able to say we beat Wenatchee and be able to move on to the next games.
So 1-0 the final, also on the Les Schwab Prep girls soccer scoreboard yesterday. Moses Lake topped Eisenhower 5-1. Cashmere and Overlake played to a 1-1 tie. Chelan edged Brewster 2-1. Sela shut out Quincy 5-0. And Ephrata edged Othello 3-2. On the Les Schwab Prep volleyball scoreboard, Wenatchee defended its home court with a 3-1 win over Eastmont. Quincy shut out Cashmere 3-0. Ephrata eased past East Valley of Yakima 3-2. LaSalle took care of Cascade 3-0, and Brewster down Manson 3-1. Earlier in the day in the pool, Wenatchee had no trouble knocking off Eastmont. Final 131-55. We're busily preparing to turn around and bring you another live sports event tomorrow night right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Thursday Night Lights will feature the Ike Cadets and Wenatchee Panthers from Lee Bofto Field of the Apple Bowl. Join Grant and me for the play-by-play. 6:45 of the pregame. The Cadets 1-2, Panthers 2-1. That is tomorrow night. The WIAA has announced Manson's Caden Beasley as an Athlete of the Week. Congratulations. Beasley carried the ball 13 times for 165 yards and 4 first-half touchdowns in the Trojans' 50-30 win over Liberty Christian last Friday. He also caught 2 passes for 54 yards and chipped in an interception on defense. Well, Garrett Cole had something to prove last night against the Mariners. He wanted to be the Houston single-season record holder for strikeouts and also win his 19th game. Well, he did both as the Stros beat the Mariners 4-0. Cole needed just 11 to tie the mark by J.R. Richard in 1978. The 29-year-old right-hander set down 14 in 7 innings for 316 strikeouts on the year. He also earned his 19th victory by combining with 2 relievers on the 4-hit shutout. J.P. Crawford and D. Gordon were the only Mariners to get hits. Tommy Malone worked 4 1/3 for the loss, allowing 3 runs on 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 3 walks. 2 teams play again tonight, 7:10. Zach Greinke going against UC Kikuchi. Taking a look at the Les Schwab American League scoreboard, see where we are with the wild card race. David Fletcher went 3 for 4 with a run and an RBI to lead Los Angeles past Oakland 3-2. St. Petersburg, Florida, the only runs were scored on home runs. The final was off the bat of Ji-Man Choi in the bottom of the 12th. That gave Tampa Bay a walk-off win 2-1 over the Yankees. And Jose Ramirez hit 2 home runs, including a grand slam, and had 7 ribbies to lead Cleveland in a romp over the White Sox 11-0. So the 3-dog race for the 2 wildcard spots in the American League tightens, with the A's leading the Rays for the first spot by just a half game. Cleveland is a half game back of Tampa Bay for the second spot. Here we go. Last few games. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And recapping tonight's top story, an East Wenatchee woman is charged with opioid possession after police there allegedly found large supplies of illegal drugs and prescription pills in her purse. 34-year-old Rebecca Grundy was wanted on a domestic violence warrant when police arrested her early Monday near an East Wenatchee convenience store. She was allegedly carrying unprescribed clonazepam, morphine, and hydrocodone, as well as a syringe of heroin. Douglas County prosecutors have charged her with 9 drug offenses, including intent to distribute. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
NCWLIFE channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Guada TV. Street Talk and other stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. And the Arbiter of Stoke. NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station.
I am Dan Kuntz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got obscure holiday, today in history, birthdays. Those actresses from the 70s that I had a huge crush on. Lindsay Wagner, Jane Russell, Meryl Streep, Barbara Bush. Wanted to wish her a happy birthday. It gave me an excuse to throw her picture up on my show. Exclusive distributors
of Life Water. Now available in the shatterproof plastic bottle.
Wake up Wenatchee Valley. Mornings at 7 o'clock on the NCWLIFE channel.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.